Capitol Hill, despite the fact nobody actually knows what on earth a stem cell is or does. Jenny Acorn is downtown.
It's gang warfare between religious crazies and idiot liberals as the stem cell battle goes to the streets. I asked residents what they thought of stem cells.
Oh my God, I totally love stem cells. They're the hot shit this season.
One woman says the issue personally affects her life.
It's terrible. Last week a dude stole all my stem cells. You hear me, Keyshawn? I want my fucking stem cells back.
Reporting from the meat quarter, I'm Jenny Acorn, Weasel News.
In Vino Veritas, inside sources close to Joe Lawton told Weasel News that the president admitted when drunk that he is scared shitless of China. Lawton, who is known for his take-no-shit approach to foreign policy, is reported to have downed an impressive 16 beers at a fundraiser promoting guns in the home. The president has denied all memory of the event.
This is Weasel News. Now, Independence FM. From the place that's the most free in the world, Liberty City, USA.
It may be your radio station, but we still got to play commercials.
Where do men go for straight talk about their health?
Colonics are so relaxing, even sensual.
From Jeremy St. Ives, in a place no women are allowed.
That's right.
The Men's Room with Baz and Jeremy, only on Weasel. Using your greed to advance the cause of corporate America. That's freedom. Independence FM.
Oh, bloody hell, we got to go do a commercial.
Now a message from babiesovernight.com. Having a baby is easy as logging onto the internet. Pick your baby from hundreds online.
The remarkable new service. Call us.
We'll tell you what you're listening to based on a complicated listening system that also helps the government spy on you.
No. Just dial ZIP 555-0100. And follow the instructions from our needy, washed-up celebrity.
So simple, even a spotty teenager could do it.
Zip, because we'll spot the record for you.
Weasel News time, probably going to tell us about terrorism, scare the shit out of us.
Weasel News.
Now, this Weasel News Terror Alert brought to you by babiesovernight.com. Chaos at the bridges, citing a suddenly increased terror threat, but giving no further details. As a precautionary measure, police have shut down most of the major bridges in the Liberty City metropolitan area, resulting in major traffic problems and some stranded motorists scuffling with police. Mike Whiteley on the scene.
Some local bleeding hearts are whining about freedoms and police brutality. One resident said after his scuffle with police, he's a changed man.
Hey, have you ever had a nightstick up your ass? Well, I have, and it gives you a real clear mission on how to treat people in the future.
By the Broker Bridge in the fish market, I'm Mike Whiteley, Weasel News.
Firearms news brought to you by Patriot Beer. Mayor Ochoa is launching a crackdown on the sale of illegal firearms. Maintaining a ban on the sale and possession of weapons in the city, he is also going after shops in other states that are providing illegal gun dealers with merchandise. Residents in South Bohan spoke out.
Someone has to stop these inbred rednecks from flooding our city with illegal weapons. You hear me, rednecks?
Allison Mayberry, Weasel News.
This is Weasel News. Finally, a radio station just for you and your just wonderful music. Independence FM.
Let's go listen to some news from Weasel.
Weasel News.
Email could be outlawed. Congress is considering legislation outlawing emailing while driving, citing the bittersweet email device as the cause for several traffic accidents. Some residents say the bittersweet ruins marriages.
Oh, I totally hate those things. My husband likes that damn thing more than me, even after I had a facelift and new tits.
This reporter thinks they look great. In Middle Park East, I'm Eric House, Weasel News.
The French president's comments on television recently that he is, quote, very close to asking for the Statue of Happiness back, end quote, has angered proud Americans everywhere. Lady Happiness was presented to the United States by France in 1886 as a symbol of joy at 100 years free from British spelling. Relations between the two countries have been strained ever since President Lawton decreed that French-made outfits were to be renamed slutty Halloween costumes. Weasel News brought to you by the Relax Power X motorized scooter. Take the weight off your feet.
This is Weasel News. You exploit the artists, we exploit you. Independence FM.
Do you ever wonder what the inside of your colon looks like? I found out the doctor looks impacted, but not from what you think. Honestly.
What do you use
relative to funerals to bail, Lisa is accepted around the world. Lisa, it's time to start paying.
Here's some more lies from the guys at Weasel.
Weasel News. A beer shocker. According to research carried out by Pride Brew, men who drink light beer are 10 times more likely to pussy out of a fight. The study, which covered 100 barroom brawls across America, concludes that the vast majority of light beer drinkers are bi-curious metrosexuals who run at the faintest hint of trouble. Drinking light beer is tantamount to castrating yourself, said Pride Brew's director of PR, especially if you put a piece of lime in it. Dude and like may be endangered words. At a conference held in Stockholm last week to discuss age-appropriate use of American English, linguists were divided over the word dude. Some believe that it should be phased out by the late 20s, but others feel that there is room for acceptable use into the early 30s. Like was, on the other hand, seen acceptable in men only up to the age of 25, but women could carry it off if they kept their figure up to the age of 37. For now, the debate on the age at which you should stop saying dude, like, homie, or bitching rages on. This is Weasel News, homie.
This is Weasel News. Music will set you free, especially if you can get it without paying the artists. That's America. Take what you want and ride an SUV into the sunset. Independence FM.
You found that perfect someone. But you know, finding that perfect someone is more than handing over a $100 bill at your passenger window, or going to awkward speed dating nights and hoping to meet some other desperado. It's about a ticking clock. It's that message in the back of your head that says bang everything in sight. That's evolution's way of keeping the species going. But once you've found that special someone, you want to know, how old is she really? She says 31, but maybe you've got doubts. Hi, I'm Ed Michaels with RCD Personal Research. RCD stands for radiocarbon dating. Let's be honest, women are liars. Get the real answer about her age with radiocarbon dating. For a small fee, we'll send you an RCD kit, and with a strand of her hair, saliva, or a frothy discharge, you can determine if you're going out with a granny or a girl that could get you jail time. Radiocarbon dating and personal research. It's time to know the truth.
Come to your radio. It's freedom, distilled into a lot of stolen music files. Independence FM. Let the revolution begin.
It's the future of communications. The Wiz Wireless Digital Extreme Camera Phone Flip. What's in your Wiz Flip?
Here's a picture of an old lady having a seizure.
Here's a picture of a famous person's vagina.
Connect. Live now. This is the moment. The Wiz Wireless Digital Extreme Camera Phone Flip.
I'm a supercilious cunt, and now everyone knows it.
Wiz Wireless. Do the social vibe.
Founded by a venture capitalist, invested in by hedge funds, run by a computer. This is the future of the entertainment industry. Independence FM.
Oh, bloody hell, we gotta go and do a commercial.
Uh-oh. Here comes Michael Graves with more of his negative attack ads. But let's stick to the facts and move past these pathetic politics of division and swift voting. Fact, Michael Graves spent taxpayer money on a vacation home in the Philippines where young boys speak in lisps and don't wear pants. Michael Graves says he supports family values, but his wife is a harlot and has aborted 5 children. Maybe Michael Graves has forgotten the tragic events a few years ago, but we haven't. He wants to end the war on terror and make America and your children vulnerable to terrorists, much like those little boys are vulnerable to him. You have a choice come Election Day. Choose freedom for your state. Vote John Hunter for governor. The future depends on you making the right decision.
Independence FM. Let freedom rock.
Oh, beautiful. It's time to do the news. I was just hoping we'd have a terror alert.
More scandal on America's next top hooker. A judge on the hit TV show claimed at a press conference yesterday that one of the contestants failed to swallow despite his persistent demands to the contrary. He went on